come up with a new idea.
I think it's the best plan we've got. It's our only chance.
I still like the fire idea. I think that holds merit. Humans have been fearful of fire since day one.
Thank you.
I think there's a reason.
It's a little toasting.
Who were you infiltrating, Kaya?
Child beauty pageants.
I forgot.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, basically every journalist and, check mark on Twitter, Netflix, it's all interconnected. I can't tell you guys too much because there's a non-disclosure agreement, but, who do you think took down Epstein?
What
I don't want
suicide?
Hey! Did he really kill himself or did he not? Who knows? You know that one episode where I was missing?
Wow, you were fast.
I know.
He really does work fast.
So Kaya, then let's reward some of our listeners of the show. Can you give us a hint or a preview of your next target?
If they really do turn up dead, this is going to be amazing.
This is going to be really fucked if whoever Kaya calls out ends up dead this week.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you guys, obviously, because there's a lot of operations going on, but let's say her name rhymes with Ms. Lane Gaxwell.
Oh,
and
that's bold.
Yeah, that's going to be a tall order.
Yeah,
the woman
tough.
under, supreme medical supervision.
She gets woken up every 15 minutes to make sure she's still alive.
They check her pulse. They put her on they gave her a life alert, a Fitbit to make sure she's always breathing. But hey, I got my A team on it, dude. Riddick, John Wick.
It's bad fan fiction.
Yeah, this is just bad fan fiction here. I
know.
Kaya's writing it as we speak.
Gonna sell it. Hey, 50 Shades of Grey was bad fan fiction until it made her billions. So
you're goddamn right, it was.
True.
Yep.
Oh wait, it literally was bad fan fiction. Right? It was Twilight.
It's Twilight fan fiction she wrote on a fucking BlackBerry phone while watching the movies. Yep. In the original drafts, it was just literally Edward and Bella doing all that shit, and she changed the names to make it an actual book.
Do you guys think maybe that's a whole demographic that we're ignoring, like horny soccer moms?
I tried doing that when I was writing as Genghis Swan, but writing that shit is so boring.
Yeah, but you make a dickload of money if you do it right.
Yeah, but it's so fucking boring. Like, hats off to her for being able to write 100 or 200 pages, whatever it is. It's the worst genre ever.
That's boring.
I assume she's into
itself.
It though.
Yeah, I guess.
She can't stop flicking the bean to her own writing. She's her own audience. She probably didn't even want to sell it. It just kind of slipped out there. Like she showed a soccer mom group. She invited them over for wine or whatever, and then it just kind of slipped out, and now they're all flicking their beans to it.
Ew.
It just kind of exists like that. It spreads like a virus. But yeah, I agree. Twilight, 50 Shades of Grey, all of that kind of smut, kind of teenage. Well, not teenage, but
young adult.
Yeah.
What's the current trend for that? What's the current young adult book or movie thing?
It still exists.
No. So
that kind of genre.
So there's
exists.
always a one that pops up as the go-to. There was Twilight, then there was Hunger Games. I think Maze Runner was one for a little bit. What's the current this is what the young adults are into thing?
TikTok.
It's always
media franchise.
Yeah, there isn't though. It's literally just TikTok right now. TikTok stars is that right now.
Oh,
there's nothing. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, sadly, I think Charlie's right. There aren't any movies.
Yeah, that is true.
Books.
Well, that's just because of the year, but no, there's definitely still that kind of the books that the nerdy girls like to read or whatever, the social outcasts like to read, like Twilight and stuff, but I don't know what it is.
The market is there, but I agree with Charlie. I think it is just TikTok right now. Fucking TikTok. I don't know how, why, but it works on them.
It's huge.
It's so huge. And it's making me feel so old because I don't understand it at all. I keep watching these viral TikToks and I just don't get it. Like, what's funny about this?
It is a baffling set of circumstances. I don't understand TikTok at all.
I don't understand memes in general anymore.
I don't even
How did
bother.
TikTok take off so hard, yet Vine crashed and burned?
Well, Vine was stupidly popular. They just couldn't afford to keep
Yeah.
it going.
It wasn't like it crashed and burned. It's just they
Just had
didn't
poor
keep it going.
monetization.
Yeah.
They couldn't make it profitable.
Yeah.
TikTok, I mean, shit, I don't get it.
Profitable.
Okay, but how did TikTok become profitable then? Also, how did TikTok manage to become the only platform where you can use copyrighted music and never get in trouble?
That
It's
is
gonna
It seems to be an
change.
exception.
It's going to change. I'm calling it in who I don't know how many months, but that's definitely going to change.
Can it change if they're
How,
a
though?
Chinese-based company?
They're not. They got bought out by America, didn't they?
No.
By America.
They're still a Chinese-based company. I don't think they sold it, did they? No
They
one
wanted
bought it.
to be sold.
Andrew was right. Yeah, there were talks about it. But
Yeah, but it never sold.
I
it.
thought
That's
those
all,
talks
that's all
actually
it
went
is.
through.
There were talks. Oracle, the people who made the Java programming language, wanted to buy, and then Microsoft wanted to buy, but I don't think anyone actually ended up buying it. So how come this company gets away with literally any music? They're the only ones right now, as far as I know, where you can use any, like, I don't know, a Cardi B song, and your tweets or whatever it's called, your TikTok video will not get taken down within seconds.
It's weird. So one thing I know is a lot of music artists will make songs, or at least parts of songs, that are good for TikToks. I know that's become a big trend in music, is to make like TikTokable songs, because they see the potential in all of those listeners finding the song, which is what people have been saying for years about like streams and videos. Like, people could find your music from this, and for some reason it's bad everywhere but TikTok. It's really like baffling shit.
That is weird.
I might
Maybe
change
it's
my
because
answer.
it's
I kind
a-
of want. I want to infiltrate TikTok now to find out their secret Krabby Patty formula and see what makes them so impervious to DMCA claims.
TikTok seems to me like it possibly has the most fervent, engaged audience base, possibly of any kind of social media thing online. So maybe that's why it gets away with it, just because they, like, these music companies see them as potential dollars. You know what I mean? Like, they're hyper engaged
Well,
children.
it's the
basically.
current hotness with the fucking kids. I mean, something's going to replace it eventually. Like, fucking MySpace was hit by Facebook, was hit by like Snapchat, was hit by this, was hit by that. There's always going to be some new platform they migrate to once it stops being trendy.
Actually, I suppose it could be because TikTok's only used like 6 seconds worth of the music.
That
And
doesn't
stream
matter.
is-
No,
No, it doesn't matter.
It could.
no way. Jackson, there's like YouTubers who use 2 seconds worth of audio from a song and they get
Yep.
immediately punched in the face. with
Happened to
copyright.
me.
that's true.
Fun fact.
That's an automatic system, though, right? That is
It is,
directly
and
built
it
into
will
YouTube.
literally listen to 2 seconds. Fun fact, kids, if you're making a YouTube video, do not use the 3 violin notes from the theme song to Joker, because it will get copyright claimed. 3 notes.
I mean, you know, the people in our chats, in our Discord chat, are making a point that, you know, maybe they don't get hit with copyright strikes because copyright laws don't exist in fucking China. That could be a
Yeah, that's what I said.
part of it.
Yeah,
They're
definitely.
notorious. They regularly steal patents and copyrights, copyrighted stuff. So could be.
And that's probably why an American-based company didn't buy TikTok, is because they knew as soon as they buy TikTok, it loses its value since they're held to a different set of laws and limits, and
Plus, they
copyright
couldn't spy on your
limitations.
phone and data mine you, and you know, all that stuff. Steal your banking information like TikTok does.
yeah. Yep.
That sounds about right.
Mm.
TikTok is quite the enigma.
TikTok is a
You
winner.
know what's also an enigma? I just heard news that Jake Paul actually won a boxing match against
Holy
Yeah.
a pro athlete.
I
What
heard.
the fuck?
Yeah,
Is he good at boxing?
No, did you
I
watch
didn't
it, Jackson?
No, I
Oh.
didn't. I saw the knockout. It looked
Yeah,
pretty,
that's-
Yep.
pretty crazy.
Jake Paul uploaded the whole fucking fight to his YouTube. It's 8 minutes. He fought Nate Robinson, who I used to love when I was big into sports because he's a pretty short guy and he was a professional basketball star. Won dunk contests.
That's why you
I
liked
looked up
him?
to this man. Yeah, I looked up to this man. And I was so hopeful that Nate Robinson would beat the fuck out of Jake because Jake's such a big goofball. Like I didn't think there was any chance he would beat Nate Robinson, but apparently Nate Robinson just didn't even bother trying. It looked like he didn't even know how to throw a punch. Half of the fight is him just hugging Jake Paul. Like Nate Robinson throws one single punch, completely misses, and then just runs in and starts like coddling him and like sucking on his nipples. And then that's the entire fight until Jake Paul lands like 4 shots, 3 of them drop him, and then the 4th one knocks him out. Like it wasn't even close. It was pathetic.
I can't be the only one who's not that surprised about this. Nate Robinson's he's a basketball player,
surprised.
not a boxer. Whereas Jake Paul, call him whatever the hell he wants, but he's been boxing longer than Nate's what's his face, right?
Robinson, yeah,
Robinson.
but Nate Robinson is like a crazy high caliber athlete. I just didn't think it would matter that much, and he did. Apparently, he
Same.
did train for 6 months. Like
Yeah, I
he
guess
did train.
Technique matters way more, obviously, than general fitness. But
Yeah.
I would have thought that Nate Robinson would at least have put in the time to learn how to box properly.
I was so fucking upset when I saw how that fight went. It was a blowout.
Why?
It was because Jake Paul's such a fucking douchebag, man. I hate that guy. I was really hoping Nate Robinson would go in there and just like beat the shit out of him like a drum.
He keeps winning.
I know. It's so sad.
Maybe he's
That
a
makes me
prodigy.
like him.
No,
Like-
I'm certain you've never seen any of his shit, but he is like nails on a chalkboard, the most grating person of all time.
Is
Going
it-
around, oh, he's terrible.
I know him. He's the guy who filmed the corpses in the suicide forest.
No,
right?
that's Logan.
I made
That's
fun of
That was his
Logan.
brother. That was his
No,
brother.
Yes.
this is that guy's
Oh, okay.
little brother.
Same clan though.
Yeah, same
I
tribe.
mean, they're brothers. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, these guys have been boxing for over 6 months, more than Nathan Robinson. So I kind of see it. They're fit. They look fit. They look jacked. And just because you play basketball doesn't suddenly mean you know how to throw a punch or dodge
No,
one.
but it means you're a honed athlete at least. That you should have that kind of level of expertise. Like people make jumps in the sporting industries all the time, like from different sports, and they make it over. They translate
but
those skills over to other sports pretty easily, usually.
True, but there really isn't a whole lot in basketball that means you can now take a
Translate to a
punch to the
fight.
chin.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
not even that. Like, it's not that he couldn't take punches. I mean, he obviously couldn't because every time Jake Paul even like kind of grazed him, he went down like he just got fucking potato sacked. Like he was getting hit hard. It looked like, but you would think as like a high level, like one of the best athletes making it to the NBA,
Yeah.
that you would have like the work ethic to learn boxing and actually make it competitive. But it wasn't even close. He looked like he had no idea what he's doing. It looked like he was throwing punches you'd throw in a nightmare. It was terrible, and he was constantly just hugging Jake Paul.
Punches
It
you
was
throw in a
embarrassing.
nightmare is a really good analogy.
It was
Well,
it was
I mean-
really embarrassing. I was actually upset. Like I don't
He's-
really
he's-
care about sports, but I was upset. I was like, why the fuck did this guy just win this fight?
Nate Robinson's going to get bullied for the rest of his life now.
Yep.
All of his accomplishments in basketball are now ruined.
Oh, he's already being memed to death on Twitter. I only went on like once last night before bed. It was nothing but Nate Robinson memes where he's like ascending to
he-
heaven and shit.
So is he at least a good loser or is he a sore loser?
I don't
Is he
know. I
talking
didn't see
shit?
any-
I think he's
making
still
excuses,
comatose. He's still out of the ring. Yeah, he hasn't woken up.
It was rough.
Oh, here. Nate Robinson announces he's okay after knockout loss.
That is such an embarrassing statement to have to make. Like, yeah, guys, I'm still alive after the fight.
My doctor has cleared me. Didn't they say that he could still win on technicality or something like that?
No, Jackson, and I don't think a single punch from Nate Robinson was even close to landing. Jake Paul knocked him down
I didn't watch the
three
match. I
times.
just had seen comments saying that he could still win on technicality.
That had to
or
be a
some shit.
meme. He didn't land a punch. All he did was maybe bite on his titty a little bit and cause a little abrasion.
Maybe that's worth like 10 points in boxing.
Yeah, it was pathetic. It was really sad. It was rough, man. It was fucking brutal.
I love that photo that someone posted in our chat of the picture of Nate still in the background, comatose on the ground while the winner's being. Oh wait, those are two different people. That's
a funny part is somebody in our Patreon Discord posted a photo of the referee announcing a winner in the next match, a completely different boxing game, and Nate is still in the background passed out on the floor getting his boo-boos inspected. Dude, don't fight. I'm not a fucking fighter.
Really
I get
shouldn't have.
knocked out in 2 seconds flat by the fattest person alive, but that's why I don't step in the ring. Why would you do this?
Because he thought he could win.
I thought he could.
Everyone
win.
did, yeah.
That's so upsetting, man. It was so sad to watch.
All right, let's wrap up.
Yes.
All right, thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode. We appreciate your ears. We got a Patreon, patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. If you want to listen to bonus episodes, a bonus episode is being uploaded right now, which would have been about 5 days ago when you're listening to this on YouTube or audio. So 5 days ago, a bonus was uploaded. You can go check that out now. We've got a whole bunch of other bonuses as well, about 68 of them, I think. So go check them out. Have fun.
We talk about a lot of things on this podcast, but there's something that I need to make sure that we all talk about right now. Because if you haven't heard about Anchor, then you need to know about the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it's free. Beyond that, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many other platforms. You can make money for your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it's got everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. If you have something super special to talk about and you want people to hear it so they know it's super special, you're going to want to use Anchor. It's the best way to do it.
Go now do it.
All right,
everyone.
You caught us in the middle of a heated debate. Jackson literally can't tell the difference between regular cartoons and anime. Go.
What is the difference? I don't get the difference. What is there a difference?
There really isn't a difference. Animes are cartoons. But you seem to think it can only be called a cartoon if it's specifically made for children, which most anime is.
All animes are cartoons, but all cartoons are not anime. Anime
What the
typically
fuck?
refers to
Kinda.
produced and made in Japan. Whereas you can have cartoons made all
so
over
it
the
has to
world.
be made in Japan to be called an anime.
Yeah, why are you
Pretty much,
acting
yeah.
like you didn't know that? What do you mean?
Oh no, I thought it was Western anime.
You can have Western. You can have like Western anime influence stuff like the Boondocks and Avatar and all that shit, but it's technically not anime.
Jesus, I don't even care anymore. This is such a fucking stupid difference.
is it-
or lack of difference?
Is
or
it-
difference? I don't even know.
Is it possible for the Japanese to make cartoons then? What if somebody made a Japanese South Park? Is that anime? Yeah, gotcha, Andrew.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a philosophical debate for our time.
That is a pretty tough one.
There has to be some kind of more distinct difference between anime and cartoon than just based on where it was made.
Not really.
Why does there have to be a distinct difference?
Because I don't know, anime to me feels like it's more about like the art style or like the narrative threads within it, as opposed to cartoons, which are kind of like those serialized, like a whole bunch of filler shit in it. That's what
Now
cartoons
you
is.
sound
to me.
like a Redditor now. defending his favorite anime. Like, oh no, this
Defending-
is
I hate all that shit.
Western
I don't like
chivalrous
any of
stuff.
that shit. That's why I don't know the difference. I don't care.
Wow, the definition is not very helpful from Oxford Dictionary. So, a style of Japanese film and television animation, that makes sense, but then typically aimed at adults as well as children. Oh, you don't fucking say. No, I never would have guessed that.
Ages everyone and up.
Exactly. Thanks. But yeah, apparently, according to the literal definition, anime is Japanese, Jackson. So cartoons can be anywhere in the world, but anime is from Japan. If it's from Japan, then I guess I don't know. Does it have to follow the style of anime too? Because there's a lot of animes that don't look like typical animes.
I think
Like
it's just
what?
location based, man. I don't think it's like more deep than that. I don't think it needs to be some kind of distinction where, like, yes, this was made in Japan, but as you can see, there was a narrative thread that doesn't quite fall into anime tropes, so it can't be an anime.
So does that mean that the Japanese can't make cartoons?
Hey, you just stole my gotcha.
I think
But does it though?
I think it follows what I said. I don't know if the recording got this, but all
Because as soon as they
anime
draw
are
like
cartoons.
a moving set of pictures, like that are drawn, then
All anime are
it just falls
cartoons,
under anime.
but not all cartoons are anime. I stand by that. So technically, if you're Japanese and you make a cartoon, it's going to be an anime regardless of if it's not.
Well, in Japan, it's still
what
just a
I'm saying.
cartoon. We just call it an anime, but it doesn't change like its DNA. It's still a cartoon.
You guys get all high and mighty
It's
when I
like
said, is Naruto like a cartoon then? But it is a cartoon then.
But it's an anime.
Oh
Yes.
my god, I give up. I give up.
It's both. We told you.
This is my
an anime
favorite discussion
cartoon.
we've had all month.
Yeah, this is the highbrow shit you get here at the official podcast. By the way, officially 4-year anniversary, right? 4 times 52,
Oh my god, you're right, yeah.
episode 208.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah.
Happy
Strong
anniversary.
start then, Jesus. Happy 4 years. Woo.
Let's reminisce on all of our favorite anime discussions.
Yeah, let's
Kaya,
go
can
back
you,
to
Kaya,
episode
like a Naruto
56.
episode, can you cut back
Yeah.
to our best moments talking about anime? Love a little dream sequence.
Flashback episode.
Oh, you guys remember this hypothetical? Cue the hate comments. I have one little throwback though. So over the past 4 years, again and again, there's been our little debate about immortality, which has split the room. You know, on one side of the room are Charlie and I, who want to live forever, and on the other side of the aisle are you guys who are wrong. Well, Charlie, I have good news actually. I saw this article the other day. God's chosen people have finally come through for us. This is from Israel. Human aging process biologically reversed in world first.
Oh, really? Hold on.
Pioneering research has found a way to turn back a clock on frailty and ill health by putting humans in chambers with pure oxygen.
Uh-oh.
That is fantastic news. Yeah.
That is fucking fantastic news. And I think the first step is to ban Jackson and Andrew from ever getting this treatment.
Good,
This
I
is-
don't want it.
That just
This is such a simple.
what you invested in.
This is such a simple solution. It's a chamber of oxygen that you get in, and it reverses aging. How would that not be something?
I don't
McDonald's
understand
does?
it, obviously. As people age, the protective caps at the end of chromosomes called telomeres shorten, causing DNA to become damaged and cells to stop replicating. At the same time, zombie senescent cells build up in the body, preventing regeneration. Increasing telomere length and getting rid of senescent cells is the focus of many anti-aging studies, yada yada. Now, scientists at Tel Aviv University have shown that giving pure oxygen to older people while in a hyperbaric chamber increased the length of their telomeres by 20%, a feat that has never been achieved before. Let's see, what else is there? Holy Grail.
Wait, so is it just if you breathe more, you live longer?
Well, oxygen, I guess, purely.
What else do you breathe?
Carbon, other
Well, this
elements
is
in the air.
Pure. So they're getting
right,
pure
yeah.
oxygen, and I guess the pressurized chamber is so it's absorbed into your cells more efficiently. Wait, where was the fucking important part that I... right here. Oh, here. So listen, Charlie, the therapy also reduced senescent cells by up to 37%, making way for new healthy cells to regrow. Animal studies have shown that removing senescent cells extends remaining life by more than 1/3.
Whoa.
I want this.
Oh, that's huge.
Wait, but that doesn't make you not old. Then you're just going to be living for another 1/3 as like an old elderly person. You're still
I'll
going to
take
be
it.
old and decrepit.
Or you can just start it now.
That'll buy you
like we don't.
that'll buy you enough time for the next breakthrough. Where they can
Exactly.
again extend it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be old to start this. It doesn't seem. It looks like you can do this at any age.
Was the mind meant to live
And it
that
doesn't
long,
even
though? Maybe
it
sentience
doesn't
will catch
even
up to you.
doesn't even sound like you have to live in the chamber. It says each patient placed in a hyperbaric chamber for 90 minutes for 5 days a week over 3 months while breathing 100% oxygen. So
I'd
you
rather
could just
die.
think of it as a fucking workout. Just get in your
300%
chamber and work out
oxygen, wow.
like Goku.
Yeah, you could probably just get just make a gym in there and just like work get a big pump session in, pure oxygen, come out like a monster.
Wouldn't that like... Am I retarded? Well, we're all retarded on this show and don't fact check us, but isn't pure oxygen also like flammable?
I don't know.
Now, how long
Like,
do you have to
if you
spend in the chamber to get the
accidentally
benefits,
spark-
though?
He said 90 minutes,
Okay.
5 days a
Yeah,
week.
so they put them 5 days a week for 90 minutes, but, you know, so if I, like, accidentally try to plug in a toaster in the chamber, I'll blow up. Is that the deal?
I don't know. In the anime Baki the Grappler, there's a guy that creates a pure oxygen hole in the palm of his hands, which instantly kills people. So maybe there's something there.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yes, that checks out with my Naruto physics. Either way, I'm on board.
Yeah, this seems
Sign
great.
me up.
Is there one that ages you quicker by chance? 'Cause I'll hop in that one.
Get this over with. Let's speed things up.
Yes, 90 minutes every day eating fast food 5 days a week, Jackson. That'll
Perfect.
get you there.
And smoking.
I'm ready.
And drinking, and there's a lot of stuff we could do, Jackson.
Watching cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching anime. That's a real
90
kick in the
minutes per
ass.
day. You watch anime for 90 minutes a
Let's
day. you
do
age
this
twice
theory.
as fast.
Charlie and Kaya can go into the oxygen machine for 90 minutes a day, and Jackson and I will watch 90 minutes of anime a day, and we'll compare our lives.
The official research notes. This is our
We'll
main
wear little
thesis.
lab coats while we do it. It'll be official.
I can watch anime in the chamber.
No, well,
But
that's
that'll
just
offset
cheating.
the oxygen.
Yeah, you have to be the control group, Kaya. Come on.
Would anime
True,
like poison the air or something? Just completely
Ruin the
ruins the
mood.
results.
But what if your mind wasn't meant to live that long, Kaya? What if you go fucking senile and batshit insane
Okay.
at 60 and then have to live another 60 years with like Alzheimer's and shit?
Well, so here's the thing. This also prevents Alzheimer's and shit.
Okay, never mind.
Does this
Many
prevent like every
scientists now
disease?
believe Many scientists now believe aging itself is responsible for major conditions such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, arthritis, cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. So you guys enjoy all those, your cocktail of diseases. Meanwhile, I'll be nice and healthy at like 97 years old. Plus, your argument doesn't make sense. Oh, the human brain wasn't meant to exist this long. Okay, dude, you know, fucking cavemen or whatever used to die at, what, 30?
Not even. They die in like
you think you're
Common
bra-
misconception. They died at that age because of disease and accidents. They usually live till about 60.
No fucking way. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I said that on a previous episode a bunch, and I was reamed out super hard, and I looked into it. Turns out I was wrong.
No, there's no way. They used to die from dental infections.
Exactly, but if they didn't, they lived
Every
till about
disease,
like
I
60.
assume.
Well, yeah, like,
Well, yeah,
well-
but they used to die. Right?
It was
Would you
more
now
common to
say
die of that, but like the natural human
of everything,
age.
not just that. But are you now telling me that the human brain was only meant to be to live only till 30 and then get
Possibly.
mauled by a bear
Not
in a
30.
cave?
to 60,
No, 30,
the
60.
same age as the cavemen
Yeah.
would be able to live to if they had better medical
Yeah,
assistance.
under ideal conditions. And now, just like we do have better conditions now, in the future we're gonna be able to live longer.
Look, man,
Because like those
I can
cavemen died
summarize.
of fucking gum disease or whatever.
I
and now
can
we're dying of
summarize my
cancer like a
argument.
bunch of dust symptoms.
I can summarize my argument in one idea. I hope everything works perfectly. Because if it doesn't, enjoy, I don't know, 10,000 years trapped under a rock. Enjoy 1 trillion years floating alone in space when the Earth blows up.
That's fine.
Because that's
I'll take
inevitable if you
That's
live
fine.
forever. Okay.
That's fine.
You're
This is full price
welcome to
pay,
have that.
apparently.
Good luck
What if
keeping
I'm
your
immortal?
sanity and your brain and your actual like functionality as a human by that point.
Who wants to be a human?
The
by that
rock is
point?
eventually gonna erode,
Yeah.
but my immortal body will remain.
After 10,000
And in the
years of
grand scheme
waiting.
of things, that's a blip on the radar. If I'm immortal and live millions of years, that's nothing.
So then what's
A blink of
anything
an
to
eye.
you?
Fun.
Exactly.
God.
We'll
So you're
recreate
gonna
the
be a
universe
Stark-
of fun.
A stark raving madman who doesn't even know what sensory experience is anymore, going, "Oh yeah, this is fun."
I will be the universe while you're rotting in the ground, getting skull fucked by maggots.
There won't be any ground.
Yeah, no you.
Well,
There will be me.
To be
That's
fair,
my whole point.
we could take your ashes with us and make sure you have a terrible time.
Long after I'm dead, just
Forced you
show
to
me
live
all the
longer.
wonders.
Yeah.
Look, man, eventually everything's going to end, literally everything. So you'll just
could
set
be-
yourself into a permanent state of complete darkness. Fun.
You don't know. Maybe there'll be another Big Bang at the other end of this. Wouldn't it be like? Do you guys think it would be more humane or cruel to take prisoners with a life sentence and force them into this just to prolong their life sentence?
Why? Oh, I
Oh,
see.
Jesus.
That's pretty rough. Yeah.
That's dark.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal, actually.
That's fucked up. So, Kaya, you're one of those guys where it's like death was too good for him.
Yeah, he's really been watching Naruto. I'm gonna trap them in a genjutsu.
So yeah, we win, Charlie. That was my topic. Jackson, your turn.
Hey, not to bring up old topics again, but we're in the habit of doing that, really. But Belle Delphine just announced that she's going to be breaking the internet December 25th. Did you guys see that?
I heard.
She controls the internet?
No,
How can you not?
she's going to release her nudes December 25th. Not just nudes, actually hardcore pornography. Something I never thought would happen. I don't think any
So what
of
does
us.
that mean?
What do you mean?
Like, is she just gonna like show nudes or get fucked?
Yeah, like a porn. She's going to release a porn video of her getting fucked, and then she showed her tits for the first time ever. It was wild.
Do you think that'll like? How big of a chance do you guys think there is of this backfiring on her, where all the Sims are gonna watch her get fucked by some other Chad, and you know their heartbreak, their internet crush is gonna make them unsubscribe?
I think this is going to
that
have
a
a massive
possibility?
effect on the people subscribing to her, at least for that 1 month on OnlyFans. But after that, like we've talked about it before, it's like dangling the carrot. Like once the carrot's gone, a lot of people are going to lose interest and move on, I think. But so
Yeah,
maybe this is her
don't know.
last stand, and
It-
she's
it
just
could
going to
go
make as
either
much
way,
money as she
'cause-
can and then leave.
It could go either way because while no longer dangling the carrot loses its appeal, there's some people who just want to eat carrots. So there's going to be plenty of people who just want to see her tits and pussy. I mean, so yeah. I do think she'll
don't know,
lose
man.
people. Or go ahead, Kyle. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. I cut you off. Sorry.
Yeah, I do think she'll lose people for sure, but I also think that there's enough people who just want to see her nudes that it won't hurt her too badly overall.
Yeah, I think there's enough people in both camps. But the only people whose feedback I'm interested in, I want to see, is the people. You just know there must be a bunch of them. The typical Twitch mod simp who thinks that one day she'll notice me. One of these moments she'll notice me, and then he's about to pay $5 to see her get fucked by another man. So I'm kind of excited to see that. I might go back on Reddit for the first time in like a year to check it out, the subreddit, if she has one.
To be fair, she just said hardcore pornography. She didn't say if it was going to be with a like a partner or something. Maybe she's just using sex toys.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Maybe she'll finally try to sit down that Moby Huge. Who knows?
That would be impossible. It would split her in half.
That's what they pay for.
Can we claim credit for this in any way at all ever? Like because she came on
We
our
can
show
claim
and then
credit for everything.
Yeah.
then the next
Absolutely.
week she decided to Go
Absolutely.
full
Yeah, I
Fuck,
started Bill Delphine's career. Yeah.
I'll credit our hypotheticals for the Tel Aviv University studying immortality. You don't know. Those scientists probably listened to us and wanted to make our wishes come through. True.
That's probably what it was.
So yeah,
Well,
good for her, I guess.
I would hope when she finally decides to show off her body in its complete and full majesty that it's pretty fit. It's pretty well toned. Would you guys agree?
I imagine it is, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably,
and I'll bet
yeah.
all of you listening out there probably want your body. Not all of you, but most of you want your body to be fit and toned and in good shape and looking good. And well, whether you're new to the gym or you've been lifting weight for years, it can be hard to find a workout program and stick to it. If you've ever gone to the gym without a plan, you can know how overwhelming it can be to stand in a weight room and go, well, you know, I don't know how to use that machine, and what exercises can I do with this? Oh dear, oh boy. And that's why I'm going to talk to you about Fitbod. Fitbod is a smart fitness app that takes all the guesswork out of planning your workout. Fitbod's algorithm factors in your goals, experience level, equipment, workout duration, and muscle recovery to intelligently craft the perfect total body workout program just for you. Fitbod can tailor your workouts to your equipment and goals and needs and all that stuff. I've glanced over the app, and let me tell you something. It's clear and easy to use with their simple instructions. Even if you're all muscle and no brain, a big caveman bringing home meat for the tribe, you can scroll through this thing with ease and find out exactly the kind of workout that you want to hit. Fitbod combines the knowledge of fitness pros with a powerful algorithm that will give you the workout to maximize your results. You can tailor it to your unique body experience and environment.
And do it at home.
That too.
I think that's one of the most important parts. They're rolling out the new lockdowns again. You guys remember Brady, right? Our moderator lost like 100 pounds. He was told just this week that he now has to wear a mask at the gym, which isn't going to be fun. You don't want to be doing bench presses with a fucking mask choking you. So I recommend you do it at home. Fitbod can help with that.
I was just about to mention that even if you have no equipment, Fitbod has body weight routines with HD video tutorials to make learning the exercises a breeze. You can get a personalized fitness plan that helps you work out smarter at fitbod.me/official. Try Fitbod for free once a month when you sign up today at fitbod.me/official. That's 1 free month when you sign up at fitbod.me. You can remember that by remembering that it was me who told you about it. /official.
What are you giggling at?
Yeah, is there something funny about me, Jackson?
Yeah, I appreciate your quips this episode.
Thank you.
Giggle a few times so far.
That's so nice.
Keep it up.
Thank you. I'll find a way to ruin it, don't worry.
Well, go ahead and try now, Andrew.
Yeah, ruin my day, Andrew. Come on. I deserve it.
Oh god, I don't have topics. Shit. I thought everyone else would say fun things and I'd just latch onto it like a leech. Kyle liked it. Hey.
I'm not letting you off the hook though. Think harder. Hang on, I had keep stuttering. I'll try to
watched
something
fucking
to make fun of
Dune like less than a week ago with some friends. Have you guys seen Dune?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
That movie's fucking nutty, and I kind of want to read the books because goddamn is that movie cool. Everyone speaks in poems the entire movie. Like everyone is narrating and monologuing with these weird little soliloquies stolen from Shakespeare, but it's an 80s like kick-ass sci-fi action movie. I highly recommend it. Like it's a movie that doesn't give a shit if you're paying attention. They'll just be like, what do you call the mouse shadow in the second half of the moon? And the character answers, we call that Muad'Dib. And it's like they expect you to know everything they're talking about. It's great.
So shouldn't you be paying?
Aren't they remaking that now?
They are. That's why I brought it up. Because there's a new Dune coming out.
And it's being directed by Denis Villeneuve. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah. So I can put my hat in the ring now and say I'm actually excited to see the Dune remake because I watched the original and I actually like the original a lot.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it. It's been so long since I watched it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's
you probably
super.
just jinxed it.
It's super dated. Like it's very 80s in both tone and effects, but it's a really fun, just weird movie. I like it a lot. I'd recommend everyone out there check it out if you're going to see the new Dune.
It's being remade by someone who hasn't made a bad movie, Kyle. I'm optimistic, at least.
What else did he make?
He's
Blade
made a
Runner
ton.
2049, for example.
Ah.
Arrival.
Mm.
Actually, you hated Arrival, didn't
No,
you,
I like
Andrew?
those.
Was Arrival the one with the aliens that speak their own language? Okay, I liked Arrival until the ending. I thought the ending was kind of bad, but I liked everything else.
That's fair.
Yeah. But
not
I don't
for
think
everyone.
I don't think Arrival was really a bad movie, so I'm fine with that.
Wasn't the whole plot, spoiler alert, wasn't the end point of it that humans can learn time travel or something if they just speak the right language? I
Yeah.
think correctly.
The aliens
Yeah, it was
like
pretty
looked
stupid.
at time as like part of their language, and you could basically speak to the past and future using it. So she spoke to herself in the future to get info she needed to save the world. And like that was cool, and I like that. But the whole point was it also had this really forced love plot with the main dude.
And also
Because,
her
like-
daughter died.
Yeah, it was. There were
Wasn't
like
the
all
main dude
these
Hawkeye?
weird details in it that just kind of watered down the story to me.
She had memories of her daughter dying, but her daughter hadn't even been born yet.
Yeah, just
Because-
weird shit.
Because the daughter was to be born from Hawkeye's loin, and she had only just met him.
Exactly.
And so
Yeah,
then,
it was.
so then they had to go into that relationship knowing that their daughter would die, but she kept it from him.
So why did the aliens come to Earth in the first place? I don't remember.
Because they
warn
were,
us.
well, yeah, it's not directly told or anything, but yeah, they came to give us the power of language in order to warn us because there was something hunting them, or yeah, they were running away from something.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember shit about that movie. All I remember is Natalie Portman was in it.
Yeah, that's right. The aliens needed human help in the future, so they came in the past to prepare them for the future.
Was Natalie Portman in that movie?
She was the main
Nope.
character.
No,
It was
that's
Amy
Annihilation,
Adams.
buddy.
Wait, who the fuck is the main character in Arrival then?
Amy Adams, he was right.
Wait, is it? I thought it was
Yeah.
Natalie.
Are you
hang
thinking of
on, I'll-
Annihilation?
Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, it is Amy Adams. You're right. Oh
Really?
wow, yeah, I thought it was Natalie
I
Portman.
really think you're thinking of Annihilation.
No, I remember most of Annihilation, especially that like 30-minute song at the end of the movie. That music at the end is so fucking good.
Oh,
The,
was a good
vis-
movie.
That
the
was a good
visuals
movie.
in that movie was great.
I'm sorry
well.
about that. There was
anyway, thank you, Andrew.
there was really
a
loud
topic.
banging at my door. I don't know what that was.
Are you okay?
No, I'm good. It just sounded like someone was like trying to get into my house. So
Did
I had to
unlock
check
the
on
door
that,
for them?
but I don't know. I don't know what happened. There was nothing there.
Should just leave the door open next time.
Yeah, just let them in. That save them the trouble. Right. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I think-
I'm sorry.
You bought me just enough time, Andrew, to ask Charlie to come up with a topic. Your turn.
Okay, I have a topic. What is the longest gaming session you boys have ever had in your lives?
I was actually going to bring this up if we were that desperate, but I didn't
Are
really
we
want to talk
counting
about it.
sleepovers and like with other people?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
we're-
baby. 21 hours.
What the
Jesus,
fuck?
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Jeez.
baby.
Wait, 21 hours of... No, we're talking pure gaming. Just
Yeah.
like you sit down and game, not like you go out for Hot Pockets or whatever.
Oh yeah, I had a sleepover with a friend, and the whole point was some game had just come out. I think it was Grand
How
Theft
did you play
Auto
21
3.
hours and you don't remember directly which game it is?
It was a long time ago. It was either Grand Theft Auto 3 or Halo 2. And the whole
games a
no, I
lot,
think it was
okay.
Halo 2, and the whole point was we wanted to all beat the campaign and play multiplayer, and we just did that for like 21 hours straight, and then slept for half a day. Yeah.
Why?
That's insane.
Because we were kids, and that shit just came
There
out.
is no way you got 21 hours as a kid. There's no chance.
You guys just wanted to brag about your number, and Andrew just blew you the fuck out of the water, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it bragging though?
How long did you go?
We look,
went-
it again, not a very clear memory, but I distinctly remember playing from like sun up to sun up, roughly. So, yeah.
No, it sounds like 21 hours to me. That's just insane. Like, did no parent step in to maybe
Oh yeah. I mean, it was at the friend's house, and his dad twice came in and he was like, "You guys need to get to sleep." We were like, "Okay," and then we'd wait like 10 minutes and just turn the TV back on. Keep
Oh, so you
playing.
had 10-minute
Well,
breaks.
that's
Doesn't
up
count.
here. Yeah, no, that doesn't count,
okay,
that doesn't
yeah.
count.
Yeah, we had 10-minute breaks. Sorry.
The timer starts again after that.
Jackson and I still win. We did a Destiny 2 raid for 16 hours 2 days ago.
Woohoo!
Was it 17? I thought it was 17.
16.
Oh, well.
Did you get world first?
Yes.
No, we didn't even
Nice.
finish.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got to the final boss, and we just didn't have enough DPS for it, so we had to give up.
Oh.
Danny
very
though.
sad.
Danny's a fucking machine. That guy wanted to go for the next like 12 hours of just hitting his face against the wall on that boss. He was in.
I knew it was over as soon as he even threw in the towel at the end. Like we didn't have the gear for it.
Has it been beaten yet?
Yeah.
It got been like 6 hours before we quit.
Why'd you keep going by that point then?
Well,
Just pack it up and do it
the
another
first-
day.
Well, it was still exciting and stuff. We wanted to get as far as we could into the raid, but what was I gonna say? Like we were energized by. We were pretty much like the first, or in the first few teams to finish like the first. I want to say 2 encounters,
Yeah.
and then we just got stuck on the 3rd encounter for like 12 hours straight, and that was
Jesus.
I don't even know how
was
we got
awful.
stuck on that though, because it really wasn't like a hard encounter. You just had to focus for so long that eventually someone would break down. And Jackson really fucking fucked us multiple times at the very end on that. 5 or 4 times in a row, we got to the very end of that encounter, and he had his goddamn eyes closed and couldn't tell us which one
I
to
did
shoot.
not have my eyes closed. It was when you're in that situation when you get to the final encounter of an encounter and everything's new and you're looking around to try to see what's different. It's blinding.
Yeah, and then
there's so
Danny-
much light.
And then Danny gets it one time, and we finish it.
Twice. He did twice.
No, he didn't. Oh yeah,
yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
Yeah, he did.
I crawled so Danny could run. I had to lay the foundation so that he could finally win it for us. I was not doing that again though. I did not want to be in that position of having to look for the yellow color in a sea of blinding white.
Yeah.
How were your eyes holding up at that point, Jackson? Were they like dry and agitated and hard to see? I hate when that shit happens.
The way I put it was, it felt like I had, like,
Sand?
my eyes were square. Like I had
really
square eyes and circle eye holes. It just didn't feel right. Something felt heavy.
I hate that, man. When you're looking at a screen and you're doing shit and then your eyes are getting dry and sandy and you can't focus on it. So you're just kind of like, you want to scream because you're trying so hard to look